Yeah, no, gonna have to pass. Got several financial projects that tying up some money.
I hear that.
I got the HOA's like, oh, you need to paint your trim and fascia. It's like, really? It's not that.
So I'm thinking maybe Scott's not going to join us today.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. See, I'm glad I said something because we were all waiting for you.
Oh well, I was listening to
To David?
David.
You were super sneaky, sneaking on in like that. So earlier I was saying that our snake oil salesman / wizard is again still possessed by whatever dark-eyed demon possessed him, and he's off doing all kinds of shenanigans. So we don't know exactly what's going on there. But it's shenanigans, regardless.
Yep.
If I had the money and time, I figured out what I'd be doing for my costume tomorrow.
Ooh, so you are going?
No, I'm not. I don't have the money or time.
Okay.
However, I would get one of those inflatable dinosaur outfits and go 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 BC.
That's awesome.
I mean, that would be within the rules of Time Traveler's Ball 20s.
Yes, 1,000,020 BC.
And people would just have to tip their hat and say, well played, sir, well played. You have out-masqueraded the masquerade. Followed by
where's it at?
Over at the Scottish...
the Scottish Rite Temple.
Downtown.
Okay. Yeah.
So parking will be atrocious.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why we're not going to park.
When does it start?
Starts technically at 4 o'clock.
It won't actually be that bad if you're there at 4.
True, on a
If
Saturday.
you're there at 7...
Yeah, but that's for like the dinner and stuff. We're not going for the dinner.
Yeah, we're doing just the ball part.
Just the ball.
However, the vendors are already setting up in there because they've been doing some live streams from there.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is really cool. Lets them get all set up ahead of time.
Yeah. That's very
It's nice
generous.
they were able to get it a day early.
Yeah. Gotta love when the vendors are open early. As opposed to, sorry, we don't have something. We have until 2 a.m. to get the other people out, and then you guys can slip in.
Right.
So, strangely enough, it looks like everybody's doing pretty good on strain and stuff, except for Sam.
Sam was doing some work.
Sam was working his stuff, you know. Had to save his buddy who had some creepy thing crawling up his arm from a poison needle. It was the devil's needle. At least that's what the horrible spell is called, the devil's needle.
Nice.
I mean, that's some wicked ass magic poison.
Yeah.
Thank you, Realms of Ternoth.
Creatures gotta go down.
So, oddly enough, Hell's feeling mighty conspicuous since this is now the second time that the preacher's given her a look-see and something shady's going on.
Hell was my last character.
Oh. I'm like, wait a minute. That's true. That was your cop.
Heloise Paxton. That was my cop.
There we go, Katie. Katie's the one I want. Because it's...
Or Hecate.
Hecate. That's where I was getting the hell from.
Mm-hmm.
As I have a cat on my lap who's shedding in poofs.
Well, he was so stressed out from his surgery and everything. He's been shedding buckets of hair, poor guy. It's slowing down, though. It's slowing down. He's had a rough time.
Which is why he came all the way into the living room here to sit on my lap while we gamed, so he'd be protected. Or so I feel like the mastermind on James Bond. I shall stroke my kitty. Or Claw from Inspector Gadgets.
I hadn't actually pulled up my character, but you forgot that the victim of the Thorn from Hell also has low strain.
Ah. I didn't see it on your character.
I just popped my character up.
Ah. So, as you guys are in the bar after, a nice good gap of time, if anyone wants to roll their cool or discipline to get some strain back. Let me clear the pool first.
Yes, please, and thank you. Let's see.
It's funny because I didn't need to clear the pool because it was exactly right with 1 GM and 4 players at the end.
Aww. Alright, so.
But I have
cool.
the dice pool cleared if you want to roll cool or discipline to get some of your strain back.
Yeah, we'll go discipline.
Does something bad happen if you don't do well?
There is no not doing well.
There is no negative dice when you're doing this. It's basically a simple action to catch your breath, basically. So, like, see Sam there roll 1 success, so he gets 1 strain back. Wounds, on the other hand, are much harder.
How many points to get 2 ranks in an item that's not your career? How many points is it again?
So that would be 15 experience to get rank 2 in a non-career skill.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Because it's 5 times the rank plus 5 if it's not career.
Yeah, and I only got 10 available points.
So 1 strain back.
Looks like Brian gets 1 strain.
Unfortunately, the advantage don't do anything.
Yep, but you all have time to take a shot of the whiskey. Feel better.
I don't do whiskey, remember?
Well, that's the special bottle of the Brian not whiskey.
I'll do a shot for you.
The herbal tincture.
So everybody thinks it's sassafras tea. Looks like whiskey, but non-alcoholic. Okay, so a couple hours go by as you guys are discussing what your battle plans are, and I'm assuming everybody gets clued in on what's going on in the church, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You should have seen it! It was this big, like... open portal to hell, what they always called hell!
And it bit him in the foot. That's why he has that little hole bleeding out of his bottom of his boot. And the little bleeding finger wound that didn't stop until the positive chi was applied to it.
Right?
Rub it liberally with positive chi and call me in the morning.
That's funny.
I gave you the
All
chi
right.
finger.
Yeah.
So
So
what
all
is your
kinds of
guys'
evil stuff.
plan?
Jim's being cheeky.
So yeah. So we blessed his ceremonial dagger, and I got this. So I gently set the heart up on the table or at the
As
counter.
there's a petrified heart wrapped in a, I believe it was a red silk cloth.
Something like that.
As this thing looks like, 10-day-old jerky.
Ew.
And as far as I recall from anything, or might have seen, if I recall, it was like could potentially kind of be some kind of ritual that keeps him from aging and living longer. So could try destroying it with like fire, but don't know. So let me look at something here.
He's so darn evil. We don't know if it will work on
Yeah,
him.
it's not stuff, I typically dabble in, you know what I mean? Don't typically cast and work in these kind of rituals.
As all of a sudden the thought of the widows is less concerning than the priest.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we talked to the widows and liked them.
Yeah? You definitely had
They
a
are
positive experience with the widows.
evil.
Well, not that you know of, I mean.
Well, they're not as evil.
Yeah, right. Or slightly different evil.
It's not evil.
There's different levels of evil.
Let's see.
And right now, they're the lesser of the evils.
And as you guys, hear in the distance, your snake oil salesman friend is selling his tonics and elixirs out in the distance. Because while possessed by evil, that's a perfect time to be selling tonics and elixirs. This is the most productive you've heard of him in months. Finally, he can afford to pay his tab, I'm guessing.
Nice.
So what is your guys' plan?
Well, I don't know if we have one just yet.
Like I said, I we could either try to hold it out as ransom, or we try to destroy it, and then we face him, hoping maybe he's weaker or
My point
destroyed.
is to destroy it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure that you would
I
see
don't
that
wanna-
as something you want to keep around.
Yeah, and I don't want to make any type of deal with him.
Exactly.
Just throwing out options.
No. That's
Well, we can
fine.
always ask the widow, hey, what's the best way to do away of an evil desiccated heart?
That
Obviously,
is
the
an
widows
option.
would say to give it to the widows and not ask any questions.
Give it to us and let us blow this powder of forgetfulness. Powder of blushing complexion on you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I say we try burning it first.
okay.
Can I make a supernatural knowledge roll on the proper way to get rid of this?
I mean, stick it down the privy hole. It would be a great way of doing that. But yeah, you could totally give me a lore roll there.
Let's see. I don't think going down the privy hole is going to do a whole lot.
Well, it gets rid of it. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah,
solve
wow.
the problem, but
I tend to be a direct sort of gal.
nobody's gonna find it down there. Okay, so I got that upgrade in there for you.
Oh, wait.
There's a wait, but wait,
Yeah.
there's more. As the two old timers at the table in front of you guys go, they got a dried, desiccated heart on that bar? And the other guy goes, yup.
War isn't a spell, correct?
It is not, it is a skill.
Okay. And there's no actual damage being dealt.
Nope,
Okay,
unless it's brain damage.
just checking.
I mean, brain
Ready?
damage can always be a thing. Yep. As apparently you do take some brain damage. As you take 2 strain because you're realizing this is some dark, evil juju one way or another. As you're recalling stories of how different societies had magic ways of removing one's heart and preserving it, so that way it would bear the owner of the heart as an immortal creature. Is what you're thinking.
A lich.
Not really a
Well, we
lich
don't
per
call them
se, but
witches, but
you can't die if your heart's not in your body to be stabbed. At least that's the idea behind the ritual. And as you're fussing around with the heart, trying to figure it out, all of a sudden, you all kind of gulp some air, as that 2 thread as the heart goes glunk glunk, and some dust kind of like poofs out of the severed artery.
Oh, you better keep it away from me because I would just try and stab it right now.
Just punch it. What
no,
could
I'm gonna
possibly go
stab
wrong
it.
if you punch it in the heart?
No, I'm stabbing it.
You want to stab it?
Dead? Dead needs to stay dead. I have a burning hatred for the undead.
Hey,
do I know how to fix this?
well, what do you mean by fix this?
As in, is there something special I need to do to get rid of the heart, or can we just kill it?
I mean, you lots of stories. Most of them are, you stick it in some holy water and then you bury it. Another version is you can just burn it with fire because fire works for everything because it all severs the magical connection and all that good stuff. Or you even have a very vague recollection of a ritual that could be used to put the heart back in the owner and make them mortal.
I was gonna say if the rules said that this guy can't be killed while his heart is disconnected from it, then we have to punch the heart into his body and then kill him.
Okay, reverse Karama.
So if we destroy the heart, does that make him immortal or weakened?
It would definitely make him weakened from what you believe.
Yeah, because it should be,
But-
I'm assuming, like a phylactery. That otherwise he wouldn't keep it around if it wasn't.
But
Well-
would he still be immortal or
that's-
weaker?
That's
He
the
would
question.
definitely be weaker.
Yeah.
Okay,
he
so-
Not
should be
immortal,
weak, but
but
immortal.
weaker. He's not going to age, but his
Doesn't mean he can't
invulnerability
be
is
killed.
affected. Yeah.
Right.
So did Katie want to make that knife stab? She uses her maneuver to whip her knife out of nowhere.
I have a question. Can he feel the things that happen to his heart?
You don't know. You want her
Well,
to
I'm
do-
asking,
Don't know.
Who are you
so
asking?
if I make an arcane roll or
I mean,
You can ask
are you
Brian.
asking
Do I
Brian?
get that answer as well, or no?
You would have that answer if she asks you. I'm just wondering.
Yeah,
if
I'm
she's
asking Brian. I said I was.
Brian, you can totally tell her that there's a spiritual energy connection between the item and the possessor, if what you were told was true.
There is definitely a psychic link between the heart and the person who it used, well, whose heart it still is technically.
Yep.
So
what is this place? There's no fireplace in here. What the hell?
Would it help if we salted it first? Salt's a general purification.
I mean, if you're planning on burning it, it wouldn't do anything more. But
okay.
Burying it
so
in a bowl of salt would be like holy water.
Purification on the heart and then destroy it.
No. If you're planning on doing fire does all that at once.
Oh, okay.
There looks like there's a stove back here in the master bedroom.
Yeah, because the one option I'm looking at is I could do divine spell, which I got a sphere of destruction, divine magic, which might work. I don't know how much.
Your own private Kamehameha disintegration.
So, I mean, it's divine magic, which may damage and
do
cleanse
something
it.
Extra, yeah.
So instead of just a mundane damage, it would be divine damage. So but it takes a little space. We don't want to be doing it like right here on the bar.
And as that heart
maybe go out back.
Clug.
Yeah.
Everybody, give me a discipline check for fear. I mean, you did just see an undead desecrated heart just go clump. Now we find out if there's a ghost in the group.
And this is why I reach out and just stab it immediately. Ah!
Oof.
Right.
Enoch's like, I don't lose my shit for anything.
Right?
That ain't right.
Except I got great success, but I didn't get any doggone advantages.
So do I take another strain?
So Brian, take a point of strain for yours. As you know, basically y'all see Katie just get wiggy as shit.
And I almost faint and collapse.
Ooh. As Brian got really pale. He didn't get scared, but he got real pale.
Alright. Let's take this to like the storeroom or something here, and where I got some room, and I'll try
burn it!
Bring it back here and try and throw it out in the corner here, and
do I have a
And the old timers say, "Did that heart go clunk?" And the other guy goes, "Oh."
Yep.
Okay, so it was already established that I don't live in the town. Do I have a sacred place that I do things at?
Do you? That would totally be up to you. You think?
I think I would, considering I'd been there a while.
And where is this place that's out of prying eyes?
Had I found where my old parents' village was originally raised?
Yeah, I'm thinking you'd know the old way to get there. You know, the you can never go home again moment where you walk back to where the family was and you see nothing but wreckage.
Okay, so there should have been someplace in the village, like the shaman's tent or someplace like that.
You find the shaman's old blanket under the dust. What used to be the sweat lodge?
Yeah. So the old and decrepit sweat lodge, which I've been trying to fix, but I, of course, can't fully.
One day you're hoping a badger will come by and tell you the secret you need to know.
yes.
Brother Badger, tell me the way. Okay, so you guys are taking the heart off to a nice private place behind closed doors?
Well, I grabbed it and brought it back to this room here, so I don't know what the others are doing, but that's
Are
what
y'all
I'm
just
doing.
letting them walk back? Because obviously
Uh,
pantless
I-
wizards outside
I'm
Hawkins.
drinking.
Burn
So
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna follow
And-
him.
As you're walking
And,
off, Enoch's pouring Katie another one, and you guys are looking at the dust the heart pumped out.
Ew.
Something tells me that's going to stain your bar rag.
Mm.
And I am going to put it in the open area there, and I'm going to cast Sphere of Destruction on it, which is a divine spell out of the spell list.
And what is the amount of purple dice I need to give you for that?
It's only a difficulty 2 purple. And I also flipped. Too late.
Yes, you did. You sneaky, sneaky bastard.
But I'll be happy to give you that back.
Let me be a sneaky, sneakier bastard, as it is connected with. Let me pull up the father real quick.
Because I don't think we have time to go riding anywhere. He may find stuff out before and intercept. We need to work on it now. So I'm going to make a decisive command decision.
I like that. Like, where is my priest? I'm looking for my priest. I lost my priest.
And basically, with this,
Father Michael, the man of faith.
Yep.
And since this
he
is
just, as I step in, I'm like, keep an eye. He may show up. So basically, the Sphere of Destruction, difficulty 2 purple, qualities blast, additional effect blast. When the spell is cast, a sphere appears on the target and expands to consume everything it can. If the spell is successful, the target is hit for damage equal to the character's spell skill base characteristic, plus 1 for each success. This attack also has a blast radius equal to the caster's divine knowledge skill.
Oof.
So maybe...
I'm assuming you're putting it just out of your own self being in the blast radius.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you get your spell ready. You've got your upgrade. I'm totally going to tap onto the Father's Adversary 1 because...
What? Bastard.
Heck yeah.
Alright. Ready?
Yep,
You got my upgrade?
I got your upgrade.
Alright, so this is a divine...
As even
Go
the cat is
find
watching
divine.
with great anticipation.
Alright, here we go. Wow.
Wow.
Mm.
So what is the damage of your attack?
So base characteristic is 3 plus 2, so 5 points of divine damage. Didn't really say anything about advantages, so...
Well, basically, it'd be like a normal spell. So for the spell list for things to use, you can totally use. But you do have 2 advantages and a big damn triumph.
Yeah.
If you want, I can tell you with the 5 points damage alone, it did about 10 points of damage to the heart.
Okay.
But that wasn't enough to make it completely vaporized to dust. If you want to use that triumph, I'll totally give you that.
Okay.
That as you do your spell, cracks form in it, and the divine energy flows through like blood once would have, and vaporizes it from the inside and the outside.
Nice.
And what does it look to onlooker that is watching you?
Probably from the outside there would be, like, through the doorway, a bright flash of light, kind of a orangish bright light.
All that positive chi.
Yeah,
And
they're probably like, "Whoa, what was that flash?"
from the heart, you hear this muted scream sound that comes from deep within the heart, as if it was a conch shell.
Let's pour holy water on the ashes.
don't
like
have
for
any
your
of that.
2 advantages.
I took that back for my strain because
Because you were all this positive cheese flowing around and ready to be
centered.
sucked up.
Yes. I am centered as I destroyed such evil.
And there's like, 3 handfuls of ash just piled up there that has this almost Aramaic smell of jasmine.
Hmm.
With a hint of cherry blossom. And of course, off in the distance, you guys hear a roar of pain off in the distance. Must be the wind now that the sun has set that you're hearing.
Right. And I'm sure there's a little container of some kind back here. I will pile it up or scoop it up into dust up into something.
A gold sack.
Something, yeah.
One of those little canvas sacks for holding gold dust.
Yep. That way I can figure out something to dispose of it, but I don't have no holy wallet, so.
Okay, so you're going back to the bar?
Yeah, I'll walk back out and go give the boss a nod.
And just as you come walking in, the bar doors swing open slowly as there's old Stu. Everybody knows Stu. Stu's a nice guy. As Stu comes in and pulls off his hat, slaps it on his knee, and says, "Enoch, old buddy, I still got a tab at the bar, right?"
What do I know of him?
He's a good old boy. When he's flush, and he pays his tabs. When he's not, he uses his tab.
Then absolutely.
He comes, waves over, and says, "I need a beer and 2 whiskeys on my tab."
Sounds like somebody's celebrating.
And he looks at you and gives a weird, peculiar look and says, "Something of those sorts." And he waits for you to pour the whiskey, and he comes and downs a shot, and then starts slowly sipping his beer like it's his last drink in his life. As he's quiet while you guys are talking.
Is there anything that he would like to get off his chest?
as he's slowly sipping his beer, blocking most of his face for his eyes, and he gives a kind of nose shake that puts froth all over his nose tip.
Yeah, it's like he does that bartender thing, kind of stands there across the bar, wiping the same spot on the bar, just kind of just there,
spreading that hard ash.
Waiting for a conversation to start.
Are you guys staying quiet?
I'm just kind of sitting at the bar there, chilling, kind of meditating.
Okay, he finishes that beer after a big, long, slow draw, rubs his arm across his face to clean off the suds, and says, "Enoch, you've always been a good guy to me, and I just thought I'd let you know that the preacher man's got a bunch of angry folk down at the end of the street with torches, and they're talking about fixing this city, and I heard mention of them saying about some folks that came in the bar here that are bad elements. I just figured I'd get a beer on my tab before they burn the place down, and I'd let you know."
Well, that's just prudent.
Wow, and 2 shots. Wow.
Do you think I can get one more beer? I got real thirsty running down here to tell you.
No, you know what? I absolutely appreciate that. So yes, of course he can have another beer.
As he looks at you guys and says, "To your good health, whichever one of you they're talking about." And he just slowly starts drinking the beer.
Well,
as a dog barks in the background.
I need to look at my notes. What's the name of the matron of the girls that work upstairs?
I don't think he ever gave her a name other than Rose.
I don't think we did either, but Rose works. I guess first things first is let Rose know that some trouble might be coming to the bar.
So conveniently, I'm assuming there's a tassel rope that you can pull to ring a bell upstairs.
Yeah, something along those lines.
The ring of the girls' bell.
and let everyone know what if anyone has ideas on what to do next.
As you ring it, and Rose sticks her head almost upside down, her little curls curling. She says, "Boss, what's up?"
Looks like there might be a posse coming towards the tavern, and might be a good time for you and the girls to take a little lunch break.
And she gives you this look,
So
she's
let's
sticking her
tavern.
head down there. She's like, "Posse isn't we have to make sexy time, or posse isn't we should go on break?"
It's break time.
Leave the building.
Okay. And you start hearing, we'll go out the back. And you hear her start, hollering and knocking at the doors and getting the girls out. They're basically taking the little stairs that they have down the back that lets them exit the building without anyone seeing them downstairs.
Perfect.
And actually, I will kind of go up there real quick and stop and grab one of them and ask her to carefully make her way to what's her name? Who's the gal we met with?
The widow?
Yes.
Sue Talandry.
Miss Talandry.
But she's out of town, though, right?
Yeah, she's out of
ways.
town.
But there's some that live in town, right?
There are definitely some
That
that
we
live
met?
in town. Yep.
All right.
And
So
that
I
you do
will-
know around midnight-ish we'll be up on Boot Hill, which is only a couple hours
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, I get that. But I will have her go to one of the widows and tell them that there's trouble. There's trouble heading to the tavern, and it's the father.
Ooh, you name dropping. She's like, "Well, if it's the church versus the widows, I know who my money's going on, and I don't take suckers' bets."
So
And she totally gives you a sweet kiss on the forehead, and she rubs where she kisses because it leaves a little lipstick there, and she loves your bald little head that's not bald.
now be safe about it.
As she says, "Don't worry, me and the girls will be safe. We got places we can go, and we'll make sure that we let the widows know."
Thank you. So, yeah.
And you hear them go.
Let them know
scurrying out.
Let them know there's a reckoning coming. And now come down and kind of quietly over to the boss, like, "I had him send word to the widows."
As it's cute because you hear the herd of working girls go running out the back stairs. Lots of playful squealing as they're not sure what's going on, so they're being stupid and playful about it. These things happen. They think it's just a drill.
Right? That's okay.
We all know Enoch will
Yeah.
just offer them a freebie and everything will be fine.
Yeah, don't think so. So I figured, couldn't hurt to have the widows aware and maybe on our side.
Yeah, not at all. Now, do we want to wait for them here, or do we want to go get them before they're full of steam?
I think we want to get them at least outside of your establishment so we can avoid damage.
Yeah,
I think that makes
torches.
sense. Yeah, we do have an unfortunate amount of burnable items in here.
Well,
Well, I mean,
I'm sure we can repair,
We
but-
can always try the Blazing Saddles defense.
Build a second rock ridge? What?
Don't think we have time for that.
No,
No,
you should paint the
We'll
town
just
red.
hire Mongo.
Put up a toll booth. It'll give us more time.
Right.
All of a sudden, it went weird Mel Brooks West.
Right?
Well, that's
Or we set up a table out in the middle of the street with some alcohol and you sit there ready to serve. Maybe we can distract some with, drinks. Free samples right here. Right here. Come on over.
Well, which one of us is good at looking at things?
Percepti. Let's see.
Looking at things.
Yeah, because I'm sure.
I have
not good at perception.
one yellow and one green in perception.
Yeah, perception is
That would be me.
not my cup of tea. I only got a 1 green.
I got 4 green.
anyone want to take a look outside to see if they're coming with guns or if they're coming with stern faces?
Well, what's his name said torches.
Yeah.
But it is late at night. Torches are
It is
Okay,
late at night.
very sensible way of lighting your way.
And there is a difference between us being exhausted and fighting people with guns than just having a few people with torches, too.
Okay, I'll check. I'll go up to the roof and take a look out. Do I get +1 blue for a roof?
I will definitely give you +1 blue for a roof.
Tell him a win.
Hold on just a sec. Because I'm totally filling up a map real quick so you can have something to look at. Except my buttons are not clicking in the proper way. As there's a thump thump of him slowly going up the stairs. And remember, it is night, so it's going to be a little more difficult because of the darkness. But thankfully, they do have torches, which gives us light.
Be the dragon on the mountain coming down.
Okay, so
I love that movie.
I got your
hopefully not that
difficulty
many
in there.
torches,
As you're looking off in the distance. As you take 2 strain.
And I faint.
Okay, we won't do 2 strain in that case. Because that's true, you are that close, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
As let me hide some stuff. As clearly you kind of get up on that rooftop and look. And as you look down the street, as the map changes magically. Yes, I wanted to make sure it was the right map. You see down the street here, each one of these little dots here on these guys is one guy. So there's a group of about 8 folks and the father. And the father seems to be clutching his good book and with one hand and clutching his chest in pain from what you're seeing in the other. As he's coughing up blood and he is yelling and pointing in that direction, and a couple of the guys, basically one of each group's got a little torch to light the way as they're getting all worked up in a fervor. And all of a sudden one of the guys looks over and totally points up at you on the rooftop because they can see the glimmer of you in their torch lights, or the full moon that's beautifully outlined right behind you right now. As they go, "There's one of them! What should we do, father?" As the cough of the father, which is also my coughing cat hair, echoes down the street at you.
Are we the Undertaker building?
Nope, you're just off the map. Conveniently, all 4 of your tokens are here in case you guys went out first.
Here?
Well, that's the plan, but at least that's my thought.
And they are a good distance away. You should be able to get back inside and tell everybody before they would even get there. Your building basically starts just off the bottom of the map here.
Okay.
Do you run?
I stagger.
Yeah, let's see.
You all come back.
I'm trying to look and see for anything pre-made spells or something that does any kind of strain.
As by the time you get
Well,
down,
how good's your velvet tongue?
depends what depends how moodful Rosie is.
Well, at least it's convenient. They're right in front of the Undertaker.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have any Molotovs made up back there?
Waste good booze.
Oh, exactly.
There's shitty booze that you use for that. There's got to be some rock gut that you'd use.
So, these are just places for us out here, right? We're still inside.
You guys are
Okay.
still inside unless you come running outside.
And we're south of there, so if we come up behind the building a little bit, we can kind of flank out on them. Is my thought.
Or we could just run away.
Well,
I mean, these are the people that. I mean, we know these people, right?
These are
mob
town
is people that we.
Yeah,
People
these
can
are
talk.
regular town folks that he's been whipping up into a fervor.
Somebody can do some talk to the others while some of us try to fight him.
For all intents and purposes, you don't know if he's here for you guys or to go up to Boot Hill and go for the ladies when they show up.
Yeah.
That could totally be either way. I mean, you're pretty sure right now he wants a piece of Katie because y'all did something and he saw all of y'all rushing out of his church when things happened. So you kind of know your cover's blown that you were pulling shenanigans.
Well, I think that at the very least I need to step outside and figure out who's causing trouble in the town and what's going on. So
I don't want no trouble in my bar.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Anyways, do one strain per. Okay. All right. So let me do a lay of hands on you there.
Brian's feeling mighty windy.
Yeah. So you have, I don't know, do you have wounds as well?
Nope.
Just strain, but this can potentially heal strain, so I will try a lay of hands on him real quick.
How many purple do you need?
Lay hands is just a single.
Okay, so you walk up behind him and you're going to cough the rheumatoid arthritis out of him.
Yeah, so difficulty, 1 purple. Soft golden light radiates from the caster's hands towards the target, causing minor bleeding to stop and bruises to fade away. If the spell is successful, the target heals 1 wound per uncancelled success and may heal 1 strain per advantage spent.
Brian is getting all this chi healing.
Yeah. So, are we ready?
Yep, we are ready with 1 purple. Let me make sure I don't have another shenanigan dice in there. Yep, it's all clear except for 1 purple.
Alright, here we go. Really?
Well,
it is a triumph. So
triumph.
I will give him that he gets half of his strain maximum back.
Oh, wow. We're in the triumph. Nice.
Round up or round down?
Round up, since it's a triumph.
I will take that. Alright. I'll take my 2 strain.
As
Alright.
you guys come out of the bar, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will magically say 1 maneuver will get you where you're all standing for convenience sake. If you would like to roll initiative, we'll find out if you can do some more maneuvers beforehand.
And that's the which skill? It's under weapons, talents,
this
powers,
is going
right?
to be the vigilance.
Under initiative, at the very top.
Very tippy top.
Yep.
Pew!
What are we doing?
Vigilance.
Vigilance? Alright.
Because even though you were told what's up there, you're not quite sure what's coming out there.
Yep, that's alright.
That wasn't all that bad.
Not terrible.
Considering we were rolling a bunch of greens.
Yeah. Yeah, my perception sucked. You would think a monk would be perceptive, but I mean, I fight well, but I don't catch on to things really well. Well, we got the upper hand for the most part. That's good. That lets you get to talking first. I don't think you're going to talk him down, but you might be able to talk the others down.
Exactly.
Or hesitate.
What's
while we take him on.
What they look like they're starting trouble, right? Like it doesn't just look like this nice.
They look
Sunday
like a
morning.
mob. At one point, you think you see a rope in somebody's hand.
Well, that's some shit.
They always bring.
Oh wait, what's this other roll? What the hell?
Like, which roll are you talking about?
Yeah, the one where it just totally threw out the whole balance there. Cats really don't like when you high five their back paw when they're like licking their ass, do they?
They're like, what the fuck did you just say?
Do I bother you when you're in the bath?
If I let them in the bedroom, yes they would. But she's just looked at me like, did you just high five my back leg sticking up in the air? Yes, I did that. Sorry, I digress.
No, it's okay. Cat butt was involved. It's okay.
Alright, so what's the father doing?
As the father immediately starts, giving a sermon about, there is the leader of the coven of witches. And he clearly points towards Katie.
Yeah, well, obviously.
He's just like, he starts giving this sermon of cough, cough. Was that dust coming out of his mouth or blood? You're not quite sure.
Dusty blood?
As he basically calls out to Katie. As you feel his gaze upon you, Katie. We'll say the name one more time, just to give it emphasis.
Emphasis.
Emphasis. Oh, it's Mr. Potts that's got the despair on him. Because, by the way, he has a thing called Your Shame is Confessed, which means anytime you do a threat or despair or a fail in front of him, he remembers that. And he can basically bring that shit to throw at you later on. Oh.
Yeah, that seems like something that...
His ghostly phylactery is no longer available. Okay.
And like, It's like, what was the preacher's name?
Father Michaels?
Man of faith.
Now, Father Michaels, you know darn well I am not the joining type of anything. It's like, I am part of no society, widow or otherwise.
Do you not see the way she blasphemes? And he did.
How? How am I blaspheming?
It's funny because you make it think he has to make a point with his religion roll here. So he's proceeding to say words, and you're hearing like this almost supernatural echo in his words. As some people are like looking out windows, and they're like, "What's going on? Huh?" And his voice is getting very echoey. Yes, thaumaturgy on its own, as he's talking about how the Lord says, strike those who are witches and do not let a witch be among you. And you see the guys around him, they start getting all slobbery at the mouth, worked up. And they're like echoing his words like a good little group of followers. As you guys sense some magic in his words as he's basically hopping up his little group here.
I bet.
And they all seem a little more fervent. And one guy totally is swinging the rope with the lasso on it over his head, excited. One even says, "Send her over here so we can hang the witch."
It's like, Hector, you darn well know. You know me. I grew up with your kids. I'm the one that put down that darn zombie when it came after y'all. Now, why on earth do you think I would be associated with any type of dark magic?
So using some kind of social skill on them?
Well, I mean,
That was a pretty big incidental speech.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you taking the next initiative slot? I take it.
Basically, I'm gonna try and I am using a story point before.
Wow.
Let's see here.
I like that.
Would this be
Coercion? Charm?
That's why she was talking a bunch, but
Yeah.
to get
coercion?
to that for you.
Okay. All right. Are we ready?
We will be in a second. I just need to know how many failures he's going to throw out as he mentions something you did back in the day. So there's 2 threats on this roll of yours. As he says, the witch lies. Remember when she did that thing?
And she definitely did that thing.
Remember when she was doing that bad thing? So go ahead and make your roll. And remember, there's 2 threats.
Okay. This is not going to go well.
We have faith in you.
I
Wow.
succeeded, actually.
You
But
succeed.
apparently I'm taking strain.
Nope, you got
he's
6
not gonna use
threats.
that.
There's better stuff than that to use.
Yeah, that's basically a despair.
What?
Yeah.
But I succeeded!
He totally mentions the bad things you did and flips the page. And the second he does that, you feel some of your dark failures of the past kind of mosey in your head, and some dark powers make the shadowy darkness out here a little more emotion-y. As wow, 6 threats. First, for 3 of those threats, this guy here, he totally remembers exactly what you're saying, and you succeed, and he kind of like immediately breaks away from the little pack here, thereby reducing one of the townfolk from the danger circle that you're forming.
Ooh, a danger circle.
And he's totally like, Katie, I don't know what was over me, as he wipes the spittle off his map and kind of walks away to become a spectator, not a participant. So you've now gone from 8 to only 7 to deal with. But
Was that all?
Well, you were only calling one out by name.
Well,
As all of a sudden, at the casket over here, that open one, no less, you totally think it's just your eyes playing tricks with you in the dark, but the casket lid opens up, and a zombie starts to step out of the casket.
that's not creepy, no.
As all of a sudden the eminent remembrance of failure manifests itself in a physical form. See, the horse that was over there just whinnied and ran away. I mean,
Ooh,
in
he's
fact,
animated.
it's an 8-bit zombie, yeah.
We got some budget going on here.
As that was that. Unless you want to move, I mean, you can always move as well if you want.
I'm okay where I am.
I think I'm going to move up during my turn. Because I think it's important, at least in how we're doing this, that we are challenging them. You know, not necessarily that they're coming to us.
Right. What's our ranges?
We will say, let's do a quick snap check here. Yeah, we'll stick with the usual 6 and 15. 6 is short range, 15 is medium range.
Okay.
Thankfully, your friend gave you enough warning before they got, like, hardcore close range.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're still long range from the bar, which means the bar is safe from anyone throwing any torches.
All right.
Where's the tool to figure out distance?
It's
the
underneath
little
the magnifying
comb.
glass. It's the little ruler that looks more like a comb than a ruler.
Check. I see it. Okay, cool.
Interesting. Enoch's going to measure from them to him as opposed to him to them.
You want to go next so you can do your talkie-talk?
Yeah, I think so. I also do not want to go towards zombies, so...
No.
As you all witnessed it come out of the sarcophagus, and you saw Katie like,
Oh,
look
I'm
at
twitching. I want to kill it. I want to kill it.
Okay. I can move twice, correct? For the cost of a strain?
2 strain.
For 2 strain,
for
I
a
can
second
move twice
phase.
and still have an action.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It
Then-
is good economy.
I'm going to step up to the group of them, and I need you to set my difficulty dice at 2 purple, because I'm going to scathing tirade them. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to call them out by name and be like, what are you doing to disturb the peace of this town? You guys are starting a riot for literally no reason, and you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Okay, and it seems like they have some kind of supernatural protection on them while you do that.
Yeah.
So I've got your upgrade against the 2 purple plus some shenanigans that was done to them.
They
Okay.
might be
And I'm
enthralled.
assuming you're throwing this out at the citizens, not the father, right?
Correct. I could choose. So, the way that Scathing Tirade works is for every success, I can target one separate entity.
Mm-hmm.
And for every advantage, I can add 1 extra strain onto it.
Yep, and these are minions, by the way, so each one is, an entity technically.
Check. Okay, so coercion is down here. It is not a combat skill for normal people.
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go for it. As Enoch is doing the...
Whoa.
Oh!
Nice. Do your mothers know where you are? Can
No,
you
that's
make
exactly
you
it. You know,
ashamed
just
if
this
you're
is,
acting like this?
and they're not even drunk.
Yell
You
at them to
should
get
be
to the bar,
ashamed
you
of yourselves.
And
Mothers
you know,
are turning in their grave. Look, there's one of them.
yeah, we need to start this off with the most obvious. You know, if the preacher's talking about the good book, then we need to bring out that the one and most important rule was love thy neighbor, and that does not mean hang her for a witch for no reason. So
So that's like
I like to
1,
think
2,
that's the
3.
triumph.
So that's like what, 3
What
targets,
does
right?
it say happens in a triumph?
It doesn't say anything that happens in a triumph. I guess coercion lets you shift the allegiance, but
Yeah.
So, what is it? So the first one that you hit with that is how much damage?
everyone that gets hit takes 1 point of strain.
Okay, and how many targets is that? Are you going to use that triumph
It's
to hit
3.
multiple?
It's 3 successes unless we figure out something for the triumph.
Yeah, so each success, you said, gets you a new target?
Yes, each success gets me a new target, so 3 targets get 1 strain.
Is this a single?
That's the
That's a
question.
single guy, yep. Because
Alright,
his partner
I would get
walked
rid of
off
the-
after getting talking to. And I'll totally say he goes away too.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the triumph, I will totally give you that you could turn one of the minion groups.
What are the odds of me shouting at the zombie enough for it to turn?
Not
You should be
applicable.
dead. You should be in the ground. Get back in your box.
What do you do up and walking around? Decent
back to
zombies
sleep.
don't do that.
Well, actually, since I do have I have an extra triumph, could I target the preacher and make him take a few hits of strain, since he seems to be using a bit of voodoo?
The voodoo
So
that you
go
don't
do
so
that
well.
voodoo that you do so
Yeah.
well.
Okay, and that's damage is what, 1 or 1 per success?
It is 1 per success. So each success gives me a target, and that target takes 1 damage. In order to get more damage, I need to get advantages.
Okay. Okay, so you definitely, God bless you, get him as well. As they're all looking around, that you're talking sensible talk, as they're talking religious fervor. As they kind of like look back and they're just like, Father Michaels, and he's just, and now that you're close enough, you totally see there's like dust when he coughs. And a little bit of his spittle mixed with the dust and makes that red coming down his side of his mouth there. As you see, he's got a death grip on his chest like he's having an angina attack.
Okay.
I think that's the last of the cat hairs.
Well,
All right.
I've gone.
Yep. All right. So what are we talking? 15, you said?
15 is medium, yep.
Yeah. All right. I will move to there, I think.
Can I take the next move? Let me see if I can do something.
I would rather go in front of.
You're actually a priest.
So, yeah,
He's also a combatant too.
I'd rather protect Enoch and I can do combat.
Okay.
So I'd rather protect him before the next NPCs go.
Right.
You're totally thinking I need to protect the boss. He still owes me a paycheck for this week.
Yep. So I'm up there with the bow staff held out in front of me.
As it totally gives Father Michaels the chance to complain and say, "See, these outsiders come to poison our well." Guys
And that's
over
my
here
turn.
just like, I'm confused.
I'm not going to spin strain, so.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, of course, these first 2 guys, they're totally going to come up and they're going to get rabble-rousy with you. They're not going to pull out weapons, but they're just going to push and shove. Do you have any melee defense with your staff in your hand?
Actually, I don't have to have staff in hand, but yes, my melee defense is dos.
1, 2. Okay. So,
How does
these
defense
guys...
work again? Is that a black die?
Yep. For each defense you have, it's 1 black die. As they come up and they're gonna, brawl you up. It's just to make life interesting. It's gonna give him 2 upgrades.
What? Wow. You were taking a long time to click it. I was half tempted to click it before you could get there. Sounded like you were having a problem getting there.
You were out. That was the problem.
I figured. What the heck?
As they come up and they start throwing fists. And they swing at the air, and of course you are Kung Fu Magic-y up the wazooey. Oh, I threw an extra black in there.
You did?
I did. Why was there an extra? And there's extra purple. We're gonna re-roll that. Because I had
why do you have 4?
Game Master and the Cowboys were rolling bad dice.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
4 total dice?
Yep. Ciao! As they do hit you for 3 points before soak.
3 points before soak, huh?
And during the ensuing tussle, when these 2 guys are swinging on you, For those 2 threat, I'm totally going to say that their pistols fall out of their holsters and they don't even know. They're too busy
Alrighty.
trying to punch you and you're doing this weird movement stuff. That's just weird. And then emboldened by their actions, these 2 are going to come up and do the same thing.
Getting all caught up in my robes and lost in where the body is.
And that was a defense of 2. As these guys swing at you and miss and turn around and totally, we will say, co-cock this group, knocking them out in the ensuing Kung Fu parody of Hong Kong Fooey. And these 2 will totally look at the Father Michaels. He nods his head, and they're like, fuck this shit. And they're pulling their pistols out, and they're going to shoot in Sam's general direction. And they've got allies adjacent, so that's not going to be good for them.
Yep, I got a ranged defense of 1.
Range defense of 1. Oh, they actually have... No, that's riding. Oh, they do have 1 for shooting.
But hey, why not do that?
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh yeah, that I did.
Upgrade that difficulty.
Yeah.
As they immediately start shooting into their friends' vicinity who just knocked out their other friends. That's going to be bad. 2 upgrades.
Oh, guys, if you could keep me 1 story point, not this turn, but next turn.
There's plenty.
No, we're out.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you are. There's 5 in my favor.
Is there?
Oh, hold on. I gotta sync them because I show 4.
Yeah, I'm showing.
Hold on, let me
1.
sync. Yeah, because.
Oh, yeah.
So they proceed to go pow, 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 pow. And obviously they emptied their revolvers, all shooting at you, missing them, and then all of a sudden 1 bullet goes kapow for 5 points into your leg. You sons of bitches. As they totally emptied a pair of 6-shooters and put 1 bullet in you. That's it. Just 1.
You're welcome, boss.
I appreciate it. We're gonna pick you up some armor soon.
Well, my robes are armor. I just don't get soak. I get the 1 range and 2 melee defense from them because they're big flowy robes. So yeah, I only have 2 for bronze, so 2 soak. Unfortunately, the object is not to get hit. So.
As he brought a stick to a gunfight. So, who's going next? Brian.
Okay, so I can see the ethereal plane, right?
Not yet. You don't have any special stuff going on yet.
Right, I know, yeah. Can I make other people see the ethereal plane?
Your eye thing? Yeah, you can totally cast that on other people.
Probably cost you another purple, but...
And you probably want them close range to you when you do it, because you don't want another purple for that.
Yeah.
Right.
And you could always add another purple for multiple people for every advantage. This is how we get them up.
Is it another purple per person or per range or per square?
One purple for multiple people, and then you have to roll advantages to get it to work for multiple people.
Oh, okay.
Well, shit. I only got 1 Coke left. Sorry.
Oh no.
I know. I have to do the next one neat.
You know, where was it that we saw that they had the Jack and Coke in a can?
Yeah.
Those tend to be nasty, though.
I like my mix a little heavier-handed than normal. So.
Okay, and then
normal movement is 6.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to do a normal move. Come here.
As opposed to an Abby normal move.
Abby someone.
As the zombie starts doing the Thriller dance.
Such a great movie. That's one of those flipping through channels trying to find something like, okay, we'll stop.
Yep, that's always a pick-me movie.
Like, nothing's on. This will work. I've only seen it 20, 30,000 times. But we'll watch it again.
One more time!
I don't see the problem with this. Our family used to have a tradition of watching Blazing Saddles on New Year's Eve.
Oh, nice. Very nice. All right. So what you got going, Brent?
His plan is to open the Hellmouth, swallow everyone down, and then you find out Brian is the true villain of the story. Wait, did I read the wrong Wikipedia page?
I think so, maybe. But I wouldn't swear to it. I mean, you know.
So what you got, Scott? Did we lose you?
Oh, wait. We lost him.
His move was so amazing that you all need spirit sight to see him. Because, yeah, we did lose him in Skype.
So he failed his roll and went invisible.
He slipped
Went
into the
to
ethereal
the
plane.
ethereal plane, yeah. It's like, where'd he go?
Misdirection.
It's like, damn it. How did I do that? My computer crashed. I'm moving next to the saloon keeper and casting a spell so the townspeople see how evil the preacher is. Nice.
I'll totally move him up there then.
Oh, I'll tell him. So roll, yeah. You ready? You ready for him to roll?
Yep, if he's back, yeah.
Trying to see here. Or I guess you could probably do his character for the roll, huh? He just dropped out of there. He crashed.
Oh, well, as he's
So you know the
casting
intent.
spell.
So
Yep.
you want-
We will go with the spirit of his intent. Now, of course, if someone will do me a favor in Facebook and ask him which one of them was his first main target, we will roll his Arcana Cabana.
Yep.
As we do have advantages there. As I'm totally hoping he can get back in the chat so he can hear my description, because it would suck to do something awesome and not hear about it.
No doubt.
As we pause, and this pause brought to you by the Time Traveler's Ball happening tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Time Travelers went back in time to witness this event.
Yeah. So probably maybe a good time. So I have wireless headset and had already got my drink. Maybe everybody else get their drink and go pee if they need. While we wait a second.
Yep. Everybody go get a beverage, because I gotta get me something cold to drink, because I only got warm Pepsi, not cold Pepsi.
Yeah.
And I have a lap literally covered in cat fur.
Oh, lucky you.
He's coming back.
Lucky you.
Hey, dude.
Mine are pissed because the laptop's in my lap, so.
You're
How
warming
dare
your lap
you.
up and keeping it from us? Do you know we like to sit in that laptop?
Yeah, I know. She gets so annoyed. So it's the two next to him.
On the plus side, I also am wearing my wireless headphones, so I can actually drink and listen to y'all.
Yep.
Normally, I secretly mute you and listen in. Dun, 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 dun.
So you got 3 groups, huh? So he actually can
Yeah,
get the
so
stray guy over there
all 3
too.
of them, yep. All 3 are gonna witness the visage of what he looks like through spirit sight. Oh, there's no dog in the kitchen. You're a brave cat. You just ran right into the kitchen thinking I'd protect you.
Yeah.
He has complete and utter faith in you.
Nah, he knows he can outrun the dogs, what it is.
Oh,
Noise
man.
outside.
So I watched
No.
the season finale of Picard today.
Ah. I was gonna
That
say no
was good.
spoilers yet.
It was good. I've enjoyed it. It got a little funky in a few spots through the whole thing, but the last part kind of was cool.
I heard the last season was a little fan servicey, but in a good way.
Yeah. That, and then of course I don't know where everybody is on Mando, but of course saw that.
Been there.
Oh yeah, we.
Could hear the one-liner that says "family." Or was I the only one that heard Vin Diesel in that?
Nah, I didn't notice. So, are you been watching or what, Eric? Or are you here? No. Yeah, no. It was good.
Yeah, I was not disappointed.
Some good
No,
fighting
no,
and stuff.
no, yes,
Yeah.
yes, no, yes.
A little carried away on that part, but that's all right.
But then again, every parent ever probably communed with that moment.
Yeah,
Right.
every parent.
Well, that's
Either
okay.
A, with the noisy toy, or B, when they actually learn the word no.
Yeah, well, see, I was a late talker, apparently. I actually didn't start talking until, like, late 2.
Squeaker.
And to really talk, so the doctor basically, finally, they were getting concerned, and the doctor basically told him, well, you need to quit doing things that he wants. Because I would just
You start
basically point.
neglecting the child.
It's like,
I didn't have to say anything. I could just point or do whatever, and they did things. So.
when Trevor
and
was
back in
young.
Skype.
Hey,
Welcome back.
And
We
then
would do the use your words.
Yeah, so, but apparently I was a late talker, but then they couldn't shut me up after that, so.
What? Y'all started me talking, now I won't stop.
Right? It's like some of my teachers, like, oh, we love your son, he's such a sweetheart and that, he's just a busybody and talks too much. I'm like, oh. So he's talking to people.
So, Eric, are you back? I will take that
He
as
must
a
have
no.
fallen in.
He's so overwhelmed because he can sense the evil coming off the preacher.
Yep.
So, Scott, when you cast your spell, you successfully casted enough advantages to make all of his minions be able to turn around and witness what he truly looks like through the spirit side. And
Which is nice, so.
at that exact moment, they kind of look at him and you just see their jaws all go kind of slack. Father Michaels! What's wrong with your face? And of course,
you're just seeing from what he is.
The rest of your party's not witnessing it, but you're totally like, yeah, you see he's got literally.
That's the evil that you're following!
Ooh. And as soon as you say that, they all get shaken and definitely get whatever magical buff he gave them totally breaks. And Father Michaels definitely takes the turn, and he's gonna retreat. As he grabs his chest and he goes kapha kapha kapha, and he is definitely retreating back towards the general direction of the church.
Well, that's good.
Oh, looks like Eric's back.
Yeah, we don't want that. All right. So all three of the guys saw his thing, and they're all like, "What?"
They all saw horrible Lich Face from Dungeons & Dragons the movie.
Out of curiosity, has anyone taken care of Doug over here?
No, I was going to take
Nope,
care of him as
nope.
soon as it was my turn.
Yeah, no, you
Zombie's
moved
gonna
up.
totally do something as he got out of his coffin. He's totally gonna be doing something shortly.
Yeah. So I would like to go next, if I could.
By all means.
All right.
Are
As
we
they
at the
look
beginning
at
of?
you, and they look at the guys they knocked out, and they look back at Father Michaels, who's got this horrible reddish miasma coming out of his mouth for those folks with spirit sight, which does not include Sam right now.
No.
Oh,
Okay, I took 2 strain for the spell. Did I get any disadds? Oh
No.
no, I got advantage.
just,
Okay.
Right,
well,
which
you
added each
spent
of
it
the
all to
people.
give it to the guys.
Right. No, fine.
So just
I just wanted to.
2 strain and
I-
nothing more.
Right.
Unless you want to
Alright.
maintain that power. As all of a sudden you see one of the guys with their guns out that shot Sam are looking at a ghost horse go running by. Their eyes have been opened to the spirits. As Sam goes
Yeah.
running after the father,
Yeah.
probably
So this
about
is
to shoot
gonna
off some Holy Ghost.
be painful, but we're gonna do it. So we are casting Chains of Sin, which is a 2 purple difficulty. Look at you. So 2 purple difficulty, qualities and snare, additional effect ice. So basically, the description it gives is white glowing chains appears around the legs of the target, squeezing and restricting them. If the spell is successful, the target is hit for damage equal to the caster's spell base characteristics plus 1 for each success. This attack also has the ensnaring rating equal to the caster's divine knowledge skill. So,
Okay, I got
Let
your
me
difficulty set there.
yeah, let me take my 2 strain for moving, and then taking double moving and taking an action, and my 2 strain for casting.
And
Ouch.
you fire off your chi.
Yeah. Alright, let me. Alright, we ready?
Yep.
Sweet!
As what is the damage going to be?
So
pulling
the
him down.
damage.
Thing.
Yeah, so damage was. If the spell is successful, the target is hit for damage equal to the caster's spell skill based characteristic. So that's 3 plus 1 for each. So 6 points of divine damage from the spell. And
Boy,
then
does he
he's
miss his
going.
old soak.
Huh?
He misses
Oh,
his old soak.
I bet. And then he is ensnared for equal to the character's divine knowledge skill. So that's what characteristic, which is 3, right? Yeah. Well, wait.
How many ranks you got in your skill?
No, it's
Knowledge
ranks
is
for this.
always
Sorry.
Intellect.
So divine knowledge. No, well, my divine knowledge is not intellect.
Oh.
It's
Well, remember, you're going to have the divine skill and then the knowledge of your... That's how they make you spend tons of points to get lots of both.
okay.
So the
So the
lore
lore
skill-
is. So is it the lore?
Yeah, it's the lore.
Okay. So then that's only 1.
So ensnare 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets those chains of chi wrapping around him, and he does the oof-da. Stopped in his
And
tracks.
And I take it I'm taking one strain.
Yeah, there's not much else I can cash in for one. Except, you know what? I will give you a black dice. I'm totally thinking I should have cashed in what he had on you dirt-wise. What was that again? I forgot. For Sam,
I don't know if he had dirt on me, but...
For Sam, he had 2 fails on you. You witnessed you fail twice. Or twice in one roll.
Somebody kept a log. Wow.
Yep. And these guys are like, did you see that? He's got chains of light. Maybe he's not so bad. And who's going next?
Okay.
No, you go ahead. Because I was just going to go after the zombie.
Who's next, I guess is the question.
One of you, 2 more people.
Okay, then you go ahead and kill that zombie.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and shoot the zombie then. Hold on, let's see. Here.
He's just out of shot.
And I'm going to add my fire to it.
Ooh.
Fire.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to shoot with Hellfire.
If you hear the zombie growling.
Right.
Yeah, because this one, I don't know how do I add the fire to it?
The pistol? Oh, basically, let me pull up what you're talking about here. So you're on your spell tab, right?
Well, I was on the weapons.
Okay, so on the weapon, remember that whenever you cast a spell, it gives you a free increase of range by 1 band. So you shoot medium for 1 purple.
Wow.
As the zombie's getting all excited.
Yeah, he is.
Pierce 2.
So if you how do I put my very bottom? You have magic bullet.
Roll the magic bullet.
So I roll magic bullet?
Well, you have to roll your spell casting versus 1 purple. So at medium range, it'll be damage equal to your spell skill characteristic, which is 3, plus 1 for each success. If you want to add fire to it, you can totally do that. You are an elementalist, so let's see.
And fire's my shtick.
When your character uses this talent, choose 1, which is fire. Whenever your character casts an attack spell, you always add the chosen effect of the spell without increasing the difficulty. So it's 1 purple to shoot a fire spell, which adds burn to it.
So do I click on the magic bullet, or do I click on my gun, or do I click on Arcana?
Click on Arcana.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me go over to my skills then.
Don't click yet, though. Now that I know what you're casting, I gotta do some stuff. And are you aiming?
Yes, I am.
Because that's actually easier than using a bullet to use your spell.
Okay, so...
Okay, go ahead and shoot your damage. It's 3 plus 1 success. Really surprised you haven't done an upgrade for a badass shot. That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fire your gun off, and that's going to be, what, 6 points of damage?
Yeah. Oh, okay. But wait a minute. Does the fire cause extra? Because, I mean, it should be...
2 advantages. You can cast Burn 2 on it, which means it's doing the same damage 2 more times.
Burn 2, please.
Okay, so he's got a Soak at 2, which means he takes 4 points of damage. But he is now on fire.
For 2 turns, right?
Yep. So he takes 4 points of damage after Soak. And then next round he's going to take 4 points of damage after Soak. And then the third round he's going to take that.
Fire.
Okay. Fire.
Unless some reason he stopped to put it out, but I don't think
I don't
a zombie
see
would
a
do
zombie
that.
stop, drop, and roll.
No.
Stop, drop, and roll?
Okay, so who is going next?
I will. And
These
gonna
people
do-
are totally, not sure if you heard, but they saw the father for what he is, and they're just like, whoa, whoa, we're on the wrong side. He's got
I'm
lich
gonna-
face.
double move up there, and do I need to be this close? No, I can be further. But and I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. So I'm gonna try to scathing tirade, and it's gonna be a litany of insults about how he riles up other people to do his dirty work, and then he runs away like a coward.
Ooh, I'm gonna give you a blue.
Oh, no. Hit him with the, false priest stuff.
Yeah. Well, my other thought was, what's your leadership?
It's not bad. It's not quite as good as my coercion.
Well, you could coerce. My thought was potentially, now that they've kind of broken from the spell, rallying them to our side against him.
Oh, we can do the same thing by me yelling at them.
Dirty.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're scared, so yeah, you could coerce, but one way or another, try to convince them to rally to our side instead of just standing there. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Shoot the monster!
If you think that might be better. So, up to you.
I mean, after
just
all,
showing a second thought.
He looks 100 times more hideous than he does to you guys to them.
Yep.
Oh, hold on a second. I think I need to refresh.
They just saw a grave worm crawl out of his nose and into his eye.
Okay.
It's a monster!
Alright, that's better.
So yeah,
All
push them out of their stupor to attack them.
You ready?
Yep, and I got a blue dice in there for you.
Wait, coercion.
Oh, damn. So you're basically telling him exactly what?
So, I'm telling him that he's a coward, not just for starting up trouble that isn't his to start, but also for leaving it when it gets hard, and telling him that his interpretation of "turn the other cheek" isn't quite necessarily what was meant by the book.
So you're doing scathing tirade on him then?
Yes.
Okay.
So one of the targets is going to be him, so he takes 1 point of strain, and then 4 points of additional strain.
As you just see him kind of shirk at that, especially since he's chained on the spot and has to take it. He's not happy about that.
I bet.
His plan was to run away. All of a sudden, he's feeling a lot more vulnerable than he has in centuries.
He just doesn't have the heart for it anymore.
No.
Wow.
And these guys are totally coming up saying, "What should we do? What should we do? Enoch, he was wrong about you. We knew you weren't some evil witch like Katie back there. Everybody knows she comes from weird folk."
Now,
they mean that in a nice way.
I forgot about that.
now I'm gonna tell them to just kind of get out of the way, because I expect that this guy's tricks aren't done yet, and everyone knows the most dangerous creature is the one that's cornered. So I'm just gonna tell him to go over here and stay out of the way, or better yet, if they can help take care of, go help Katie, make it up to her by what they said earlier, by going to help take care of this guy.
Yeah, take care of the abomination.
They can't really see that thing yet, but they're like, sure, we'll go help Katie.
Oh, God, they'll come around the corner like, oh shit,
zombie!
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want them dead, but I'd prefer that they get eaten instead of Katie. So.
Well, unfortunately for
you, them turning on me. I agree.
This little flaming zombie, and that's not a metaphor. We're gonna totally give Katie her money's worth. It's gonna use all of its movement. Thankfully, she's only 6 squares away, as it takes its slow lumber to get right up in her face on fire. And totally takes another 4 points of fire damage. It's like half burned down right now. As it's totally gonna scratch her eyes out in zombie fashion. Do you have any melee defense?
Melee defense. Let me go up to the top. No, I do not.
Well, let's see if we can get you a fancy scar then. As it's gonna scratch at you with its claws. Ooh. As it's gonna hit you for 6 points with Pierce 3.
Here's 3, damn.
As its zombie claws scratch at you.
So my soak is 4, so
You can only soak 1.
okay.
As you try to
Damn,
toughen
tougher
it
than
out,
I thought.
and he just shreds through your blouse, stabbing into you, and you know you're gonna have a new scar from a zombie. And for its 2 advantages, it's totally going to give Katie specifically a black dice. Because, you know, you're now looking at your wound going, oh god, do I have zombie-itis?
He's tough.
Ew.
Tougher than I thought they were.
Okay, so who's coming up the rear here? I'm assuming Brian, right?
Wow.
I thought I went already.
That was
you had
last
the-
turn.
that was
last
last
turn,
turn. You
last
gave
turn.
them the sight. Now the question is, of course, do you want to maintain that spell so they can see what they need to see? It's only 1 strain.
I don't think that they need to see it anymore, considering they're going over to the zombie.
As they're totally looking at the ghost of a woman hanging off the hayloft at the Undertaker's place, going, "You seeing that, George? Yes, I am, Sam, and I don't want to see it no more."
Okay, I'm doing a move.
He's like, "Let's get away from that zombie."
And okay, I need your definition. What's the definition of next?
Once per session, you may spend a story point to have your lore masters increase the damage dealt by all allies' combat checks by the lore master's ranks in knowledge supernatural until the end of your next turn. So basically, it goes through this round until you take your next turn in action. At the end of your next action. So you could even, you could do something like attack and then it stops.
Okay.
Oh.
And my knowledge supernatural is 3 yellow and 1 green.
So 3 ranks.
So that's 4, right?
No, it's the yellows are your ranks.
Oh.
So
okay.
plus 3 damage.
Yeah, it's not saying characteristic, it's saying ranks, yeah, if it says that.
Okay, so plus 3 damage.
Okay.
And that's for all allies.
And that includes these jamokes over here?
Yup.
We're your yokel brigade, sir! Okay.
More like yokel brigade.
So he's struggling against the chains. He realizes he's not going anywhere this turn, but after his turn ends, he will be free. But
his turn or my turn for the?
It would be basically the end of the round.
Oh, and then it actually doesn't say.
Well, same thing, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't say, but is that an action?
What was that ability? Was that your racial one?
It was a talent.
So which talent was it? Because I think that's your lore master racial ability.
No, it's weakness. Oh, it's an active.
It's active?
So that
it's
means
an action.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if it's an active, it's actually you have to activate to do it as an action.
Okay.
So you basically just blew out directions to everybody against zombies and liches. Or as you like to call it, lich please.
Hey,
And let's
that's
see.
one of my World of Warcraft characters. Lich, please.
Sam did a
That's
thing
funny.
there, didn't he? He did do a thing there. And
I did a thing there?
Sam,
Did I do
yeah.
a thing there?
Yeah, and Sam's pretty close too. Look at that.
I am.
Range, yeah. So
I'm just a little peaceful monk.
he totally whips out his book and flips some pages, and you hear his voice do that crazy demonic monotone thing of making all the extra sounds.
He's whipping it out. Oh no.
Yeah, he's whipping it out. And totally flip one of those. And he's totally gonna take that upgrade, and he's gonna do +2 purple dice for fire and blast.
Oh damn.
As he starts
Nice
to
knowing y'all.
speak some evil words of evil, and you see sulfur fumes coming out of his mouth. And when he finishes his little sermon of Satan and slams the book down, all of a sudden he says, "The breath of Satan!" And you, of course, can hear those words as the fireball comes roaring out of his throat.
Ah damn.
As,
Well, no wonder he's coughing.
Da-da-da-da-dum.
Is this divine? So range doesn't do anything? No.
range doesn't do anything. He's doing a spell on you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna hit you for 5 points of damage.
Okay. So 3 after soak.
And I really could have used one more advantage for burn and blast. And he's gonna totally go for the... He doesn't hate Mr. Potts enough for the blast, so he's gonna go for the burn 4.
Ooh.
Wow.
As you have hellfire cascading magically across your body.
Yeah.
And then the next one of you guys to go a black dice. Maybe he's hoping to double down that it's you putting yourself out on fire.
Yeah.
So after y'all see him use hellfire, and you're completely 100%, all of you without the sight know that that is sulfuric hellfire. It's not good.
Nah, it hurts.
Who's going next?
I'll go if no one else wants to.
Yeah, I want to go
sure.
last.
Yeah. No, I'll do the same thing. Like I'm gonna shout at him until he blacks out.
Okay, so 2 purple.
Yes. And the black that you got for the advantages.
Okay, got it in there for you. Your friend on Hellfire is distracting. You're saying the words, but Sam's screaming on fire is really ruining your speech.
It's a
Ambiance.
It's really inconvenient. You know, it's really selfish of you.
It's like, Sam,
Sorry,
can
man.
you really just
Trying to
burn in
together
quietness?
here, Oh, well, that's not
That's
bad.
fine. Here, every
So
little bit.
How much does he take?
He takes 1 point of strain.
Okay, as your words are just... He's making this stink face as he can taste your words. Okay, who's going next? We got Katie being chopped up by a zombie.
Well,
we got
I'm
these
gonna
guys
shoot
running.
the zombie.
Who's on fire? I'm
So
totally gonna
let's do the
refresh my
same
page so I can
thing.
see the fire.
And let's.
Yeah. Fire.
Fire.
You ready?
Nope, I want to play with some fire first.
Have you seen the
Fire.
new, any of the new Beavis and Buttheads?
And
No,
I'm
not
using a
yet.
story point.
Look at her using my refresh as a chance to use that just because I want to see the fire. Fire.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay. So, end of his turn to be taking the last that fire damage. So
Are
you're
you
shooting
ready?
him point blank range. Are you gonna step back any so you can take a purple away?
Does that create an attack of opportunity?
This isn't the Dungeons
Wrong
and the
game.
Dragons.
Yeah, so yes, I will take a step back, basically.
Okay, so he basically just gets you to burn your maneuver, that's all.
Yeah.
Now, if you want, you can always take 2 strain to aim.
Yeah, let's do it. He hurts.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. Yeah.
So, all right, are you ready?
I will be in just a sec. Checking to make sure. Oh, Katie spent a story point. That's right.
I did.
Okay, I got everything ready for you.
Alrighty.
As she now you're just using a regular pistol, right?
Hold on. No, I'm using my Hellfire
Fire.
pistol.
Okay.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything
ready?
that automatically does 1 point of damage?
What? No.
Oh, wait
Okay.
a second.
I think he's referring to, do you have just your mundane pistol bullet?
Yes, I do have just a mundane pistol.
Is that
No. I was saying, do you have something special that does 1 point of damage?
No.
Well, he does
Okay.
have more than 1 point of damage left on him.
Well, yeah, but if you do 1 point of damage, you do 4 points of damage.
I was actually just going to ask, does that apply to the coercion strain?
It's
No,
only
it's an attack.
damage.
It's not
it says
strain.
damage,
Yeah.
not strain.
Check.
So what you gonna do there, Katie?
I'm gonna shoot.
Go for it.
Nice.
So 7 points of damage. What does it look like when your fire bullet
Plus
vaporizes
3.
him? Yeah, plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Rip.
And you got a bunch of advantages.
Sorry, what?
And you got a bunch of advantages, but your damage alone is enough to kill him.
Yes.
Rips fed his
So,
flesh around everywhere.
Yeah, it like chars his flesh. The bones start to explode from the heat, and it makes this.
As it doubles over from lack of body stability and falls to the ground.
And then I spit on it.
That's not very ladylike.
Wait,
No.
catchphrase.
Okay, and who's going next? Sam?
Well, that would be me if he wants to go last. So let's see.
You do have
So
extra damage.
What's that?
You do have your Lore Master's extra damage bonus. That's why he wants to go last.
Yeah, I know, but
The fact that he's giving you a whopping plus 3 to damage.
it is big, but that's a lot of damage I'll take otherwise.
You were hoping Mr. Potts would put you out, didn't you?
No, but I was going to do an action to do that, but you know what? He's a Shaolin monk. He's selfless. So, you know what? He will Charge forward.
He is really hoping to get 3 advantage to put himself out on fire, isn't he?
He is drawing the silver sword from the cane, which would be the first time anybody in the group's seen it.
And we're
Does
like,
he have quick draw?
what?
I'm sorry, I just learned that magic exists. That is not that interesting.
So
Sword
yeah, so
cane,
you see me.
I've seen that in the shops.
So as I'm running over, you see me pull on the staff, twist and pull, and now I got this short silvery blade.
Most guys do that in private.
Yeah, I know. But it's so shiny. It's one of those things to share with the world sometimes. So I will take my 2 strain. Ah, you bastard.
Your flavor text costed you, sir.
Yeah, I was moving up there after I took strain to get to that, but that's all right.
And I assume you're going to try to put the pointy into him?
Yeah, I'm coming up. As I'm coming at him, I'm slashing upwards across him.
And as you do that, he says, "Remember that one time you rolled those 2 fails in front of me?" Forgive him, Father, for he knows not what he does.
He's just filling out all the little stuff, huh? Got to go for story points and everything.
Yep.
Wow. All right, well, you ready?
Yep, I've got his adversary 1. I've got his upgrade. I got that black dice he had there, and I got 2 threats on top of everything else.
Yeah, you're really working it, aren't you?
2 fails.
All right, here we go.
And you're on fire.
God damn it.
Oh!
Hey, wait, what was that? Where'd that come from? There was a delay on my screen for the head threat. I think Jim nudged the table.
So you swing, and as he reminds you of your failures, all of a sudden you have this flashback of doubt. And as that happens, what would you like for your advantage before I drop that?
I'm taking a strain back.
Okay, you take a strain back as you totally look around, and all of a sudden, remember when he was talking to the assassin? Y'all remember that when you stalked him and there was that assassin? Over on the corner of the building there is the desperado. Come on, somebody wants to sing the song.
Desperado, why don't you come to get me started?
Ooh, you got so big.
I refuse to go down with singing song.
And you realize the desperado is there, and he is pulling his pistols out. And you're pretty sure at the end of the turn, he's going to be taking his shots right at the back of Sam. And Father Michaels just looks at you and says, "Maybe it's time you walk away, burnt man."
I know I should have cast my spell to heal and put out the fire.
And these guys are just coming up. We're coming up. Too bad our guns are only good at short range, and we're still not there yet.
Come the other way.
As they totally look and see the zombie on fire and go, "Huh, maybe she is a witch." And Mr. Desperado here is going to shoot Sam in the back. Because he's that kind of guy.
Is that right? You really want to? You sure he
He's
wants to do that?
Short range. Ooh, look at that.
And 1 range defense, damn it.
1 range defense. You're going to make your most out of it. 1 upgrade and 1 range defense.
Damn straight. I got anything else? I don't think I do.
As he whips out his pistols, and you guys see the smoke cloud come around the corner here, as he's totally, and I gotta put an extra black there. I mean, the torches are there, but they're not that lit up, so. And then extra purple for the dual wielding. Let me make sure, yep, got everything in there right. As he goes. Pow!
God damn.
And he will take those 2 threats and use that triumph to hit you for 5 points, then 5 points.
Damn.
As you guys, Enoch realizes the asshole was sitting there waiting in ambush and just pow, Sam in the back like a no good, dirty dog.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on fire, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait, he uses threat to do more damage?
No, he took damage from the threat.
He used the triumph to hit with the second pistol.
He was dual wielding, that's why it was 2 dice at short range.
Ah, okay.
The triumph was to use the offhand gun. So does Sam go down?
Mm-mm.
I'm like, what's up with your life bar? It's kind of wonky right now.
I don't know, but I got. Oh shit! I screwed that all up.
Yeah, you're like positive wounds.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
So I went the wrong side there.
You were changing your threshold instead of your current.
Yeah. So I took
5 and 5.
So there we go.
And don't forget, at the end of your turn, you took that second 6, right?
So that's when I take it. Okay.
Yep. That doesn't look too good.
I'm down. I am
Mr. Potts, you need to put him out on fire. Go ahead and roll your crit as the fire and the bullets drop Sam to the ground. As Brian, what are you gonna do?
Oh fuck!
Damn!
Oh. Wait. But that's damage from the fire. There's not an attacker.
Oh yeah.
The attacker, is it the attacker that took you to 0 or the fire that took you to 0?
The fire does it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you got real lucky. Unless the fire wants to do it again. Oh wait, it's going to. Okay, so Brian, what are you gonna do? You just saw Sam go down. He's on the ground at the father's feet, burning on fire still. As you see little imps dancing in the flames.
Okay, I will do 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna do a simple move.
Okay.
And
get within short range of Sam.
Yeah. And is it easier to control the fire and put it out, or summon a water thing and put it out?
Well, this is supernatural evil fire, so you're probably not going to be able to control it unless you roll some powerful juju magic.
Okay,
let's put it this way: the person who cast it has got powerful juju magic.
Right.
You could try a water spirit to put it out.
In that case, I'll just do water spirits to put it out.
Well, here's a thought too: divine and primal. There is Fountain of Glannis.
I don't have divine.
Divine and primal.
Primal and arcane.
Okay.
And the Fountain of Glannis, swirling and shining water flows from the caster's hands to the wounds of the target. If the spell is successful, the target heals 1 wound per uncancelled success and may heal 1 strain per spent advantage. Additionally, the caster may select 1 ongoing status effect the target is suffering. That effect ends.
which would be burn.
Okay, I'll do that.
And what is the purple for that spell?
2.
2.
Plus any, like, range, if he was long range or anything.
He's thankfully at short range. And he beat me to it. So I'm so hungry for that story point.
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom. Okay, so go ahead and cast your magic as you're going to try to succeed, heal him, stem him, and put the fires out with your healing primal magic.
Okay.
Wow! Okay, so that's
Holy cow.
one wound back.
Wowzers.
You take an additional strain, so that's a total of 3 strain. That's slightly terrifying.
Ooh.
But what would you like for your triumph?
Okay, so for 1 triumph, I can do the he heals half.
Okay.
For
So
the
basically
other
8
triumph,
points back.
can I have the holy... What?
So 8 points back. Because you did +1.
The removal of status was free, correct?
That was part of it, and you could potentially use the other to, well...
Okay, so
my
can
strength's
I
4,
use
so...
the other to splash on the evil thing with holy water?
Ooh, I'll take that. I'll totally take that.
Yeah.
Okay, so immediately Sam gets doused with the water, and this waving spray of steam and holy water just bathes the priest, and it's pretty scaldy, and it's an attack, we'll say, so that's +3 damage. So we're mighty close to, yeah. He looks like shit as the water and steam just like power washed chunks off of his face. So even those who can't see the supernatural see that his face is washed almost to skull.
He doesn't take any extra damage from holy water, does he?
Not since his heart was destroyed, no.
Oh, okay.
But he also
That's a
doesn't
good
have
trade-off.
his
We'll
ridiculous
still do
soak either. Okay, top of the order. He looks down at Sam and just says, "You're pathetic." And he opens his spell book and he begins to cast a big power spell.
He's gonna attack a poor guy on the ground.
Yeah, he's evil.
Well, technically, you're not on the ground, right?
Well, no, he's prone.
I
You
would
just
have
got
dropped.
staggered.
I mean, it happened pretty quick, but I would have been falling when I went down.
Wait, isn't he still on the ground? He was entangled.
He was
entangled,
ensnared.
but...
He couldn't run. He wasn't knocked prone.
Okay.
And as he casts the spell, all of a sudden his words, as he finishes the spell, spit out fire that starts to flame around him and kisses Sam for 2 points of unsoakable fire damage.
Ugh.
And all of a sudden you get bathed in this hellfire. And then as soon as you kind of put your hand up to cover your eyes to protect them from this flame, as soon as the fires recede, he's gone.
Bastard.
Well, that does leave us with only one extremely competent guy to take care of.
Oh yeah, that's right. That guy's there. As that guy totally whistles, some horrible tune, is just like, ah, shit. Never take money from a priest. As there's nothing but a scorch mark in the ground that almost looks like a satanic symbol burned into the ground.
Great.
So who's going next?
So he's still there? He doesn't disappear?
This guy? No, this guy's just a flesh and blood hired gun.
Yeah.
Remember, he was hired to kill somebody with long hair, which the description you now think is a lot like Katie.
Well, it sounds like he's probably willing to give up this job now that he knows that his employer has abandoned him.
I mean, if somebody wants to roll a skill against his discipline, let's find out.
I will.
So Potts is going to try to talk him out of this, huh?
That's right.
Make
I've got
the error
one
of his
combat
ways.
skill, and I'm gonna keep using it.
Right? That's your bread and butter. You're the talking talk.
Well, you use it really well.
I didn't even have it until this last power up, so
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
Well,
nice.
I got the upgrade.
Okay, making sure because he's inspired. He's inspired by Sam's revival.
That's true. Well, Sam's back, and the main scary undead guy has retreated. So, as far as advantages go,
Desperado.
Nice.
Okay, so what do you say to him?
No, and I'm saying that not only are you disturbing the peace in this town, but you are apparently working for some type of corpse that has abandoned you here. Wouldn't you prefer to put your guns down?
And as you say that, he's got his 2 smoking pistols out there, and he kind of uses one pistol to tilt his hat up so he can see you a little more clearly, and says, I do believe, Barkeep, you got a point. And he proceeds to holster his pistols and starts to walk off on the plank. His spurs, you're hearing jingle as he's walking away, and he sticks his finger out and does Buddy Jesus fingers and says, catch you next time, Chinaman.
Hey.
See you later.
And the question is anyone stopping him from leaving?
Oh, no. I think most of us are hurt.
Okay, he is totally walking away and leaving as Sam has a nice tiny little campfire of evil in front of him, keeping him warm. Are you guys crawling back to the bar?
Well, it's not about crawling.
I think,
walking.
yeah, I'll go back.
Well, I'd say limping. Not crawling,
Stroll.
but limping.
If Brian trips over a rock, he might be in trouble here. Okay, so you guys head back to the bar since obviously danger's been averted. This zombie corpse is completely toasted. A second little greasy pyre on the floor. And of course, your 5 friends who you've made, are totally willing to leave these 2 assholes out cold in the street and come back to the bar with you guys.
Sounds
and
good.
As your favorite snake oil salesman was, standing behind the bar as you come in, and he totally puts shot glasses out for everyone and pours whiskey. And he actually put pants on, which is the most peculiar thing of the entire evening.
That's the rule. He's not allowed to be behind the bar without pants anymore.
Anymore. I like that qualifier.
Anymore. And with that, I'll say it's a good place to wrap it up there. You can totally roll cool next time because something else is coming up.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's only 8:30 at night.
And Sam will actually down the shot this time. He normally doesn't drink. He normally doesn't drink, but he's going to down the shot and slam the shot glass down upside down.
I mean, he was just napalmed with hellfire. That would have probably finished him off next round.
Yeah. Well, if I got a good hit on him, he probably would have been hurting, but...
And the worst is you're still sitting there with a crit, damn it.
Yeah. Well,
pretty potent crit.
Yeah, crit and no health, no strain.
Yeah.
Or very little.
As you guys, all of a sudden one of the town folks goes over to the piano and starts playing a song on the piano. Mainly because I noticed the music stopped playing for some reason.
Yeah, and certainly send one of the extra townsfolk to tell the girls that it's safe to come back.
Yeah.
Okay. As one of them, takes their free shot of whatever was poured out on the bar. Tastes kind of off for whiskey, but something was poured. As he takes a shot and says, "I'll go get the girls. Maybe they'll like me enough to give me a friend. Everybody likes a friend."
Nice.
That will definitely be a good place to wrap up.
Yeah. For the other two mage people or casters, you definitely need to bring up the Xanthex's Guide to Magic that he posted.
It's got pre-written spells.
Bunch of pre-written spells. That's what I've been pulling from.
That way you don't have to do the math.
Okay, how many points do we get?
You guys get 10 points.
Sweet.
Okay, good, because I'm tired.
Same.
I mean, I didn't even look at my phone to see if Kelly was saying we're past wrap-up time. I just kept going.
I know, but I actually got a nap in today, so...
She was all engaged.
Power through
so I was
the end.
able to go longer.
That was a zombie, so you know she wanted to see that to the end.
Alrighty. Good night, guys.
All right. Have a good night.
Good night. Good job, all.
So, what's the link for the pre-made spells?
It's
in the
should be
Skype
in the
chat.
Skype still, right? You'll
I'll
have to
check
come
to
up
see
a
if
ways.
It's exhausted. Sometimes they do. But I'll repost the book if it's not. But it's basically got pre-written spells for Terranoff that casters can use for the Divine, the Primal, and the Arcane.
Yeah, that's where I've been pulling a bunch of these from to make it simple.
Yep, think of it like D&D. They've actually got the spells written out rather than here are the purples you can add. Do the math.
Yeah. And then you could customize them according with the negotiations with the GM. So, or customize the flavor, because like the Divine Smite, I represent as little shiny, like throwing stars.
Okay.
Which is level 1 attack, or tier 1, one purple attack. So.
Which is totally ninja. Or monk in
Yeah. Yeah, monk, they do too. So. Well, that was tough. Magic and I didn't even get to fight. I was ready to fight.
I know.
But I was throwing some magic.
Oh,
and that,
XP?
that stuff's tough.
10 XP.
Yeah. That magic stuff's tough.
Well, especially when you go after the high level.
Adversary with magic is tough.
Yeah.
And you go after the big bad guy way earlier than you guys were ever really intended to deal with him. I was going to let you build up before you find out how bad he is. Mainly so he could witness you do a lot more failures and despairs, because he was banking those.
Damn kids. We figured it out too quick.
I was almost going to bank that despair you had, but the problem is you may have gotten lucky and killed him, and that would have been a waste, so I figured I might as well pop his henchman into play. You know, who's totally going to shoot Katie in the back.
Right.
Instead, I'll shoot the monk on fire in the back.
Okay, I'm gonna take 10 points and get my second pip of Primal.
Okay, I'm gonna have to log off real quick. I gotta give Kelly a hand.
Okay.
Not a problem.
All right,
see you later.
All right.